I've set up my Hermes agent to run my entire social media. It researches trending topics, creates posts with custom images, it replies to comments, sends DMs to warm leads, it qualifies clients on WhatsApp, and learns from its own analytics. Here's the full setup and 4 live demos. I'm chatting with my Hermes agent in Telegram, and first, I'm asking it to research 5 pain points in my niche and create posts with custom images for each one. It does the research, generates the images, writes platform specific captions, and schedules an entire week of content. So these are the Instagram posts it created, these are the Twitter posts it created, and these are the scheduled posts for next week. Second, I commented on one of those posts as a normal user, and Hermes replied back automatically and sent me a DM to start a conversation and qualify my requirements, and it even notified me on Telegram. Third, I sent a message to my WhatsApp business number as a normal user, and Hermes handled the entire conversation. It asked the right questions and helped me to schedule a meeting, all by itself. And fourth, I've set up a cron job that runs every morning, and Hermes analyzes how the posts performed. It learns what worked, what did not, what viewers are talking about, and it uses that analysis to create better content going forward. And all of this runs from Telegram chat. Now let's look at all the moving pieces and how we are going to build it. Now to begin with, we will have our Hermes agent set up on our VPS. Next, we will connect it to Telegram so that we can chat with Hermes through our Telegram. We also need to give Hermes its brain, which can be any LLM of your choice. Next, we will enable image generation so that Hermes can generate images using OpenAI. And you can use any other service you want, like Nano Banana or something else. After that, we will set up Zernio MCP. Zernio is the glue over here, which enables all of these things. We will configure Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp social media channels inside Zernio, and then set up Zernio MCP in Hermes. This one MCP will give Hermes access to 15 platforms. It has over 280 tools that Hermes will have direct access to take actions on those platforms. And a big thanks to Zernio for sponsoring this video. Let me show you how to set it up. Zernio is a social media API that connects to 15 platforms through one integration like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, WhatsApp, etc. We can use those APIs to publish and schedule posts, to send DMs to people, to reply to comments, and complete analytics on how the data is performing. Once you create an account, this is how the dashboard looks like. The first tab is connections, and this is where you can connect the social media platforms of your choice. I have already connected Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Next, we have posts, and this is where you can see all the scheduled posts and filter by platforms. We have the analytics tab to see how posts are performing. Then we have the inbox, and this is where you can see all the messages across all of your connected channels at a single place, and you can reply back from here itself. Similarly, you can see the comments, reviews, you can create your own campaigns to send broadcast messages and maintain your contacts. You can watch my previous video to see how to set up Hermes on Hostinger VPS. If you're using some other platform, that's perfectly fine. You need to open Hermes, or if you're in the terminal, run Hermes setup command, then set up LLM of your choice. I'm using OpenAI Codex. That's what I'll go ahead with. I'll keep the TTS as current, terminal backend as current, then accept the current settings, press enter, keep current settings, and then we can set up Telegram. Now it is asking for Telegram bot token. To do that, you can go to botfather and enter new bot. Now let's give it a username, and now we have the token. So we can copy it from here, come back to terminal and paste it over here. Now it's asking for allowed user IDs. And to find that, we need to message user info bot, and it will give us the numeric ID. You can search for user info bot Telegram on Google and you'll get it. Just start the conversation and it will show your ID. Just copy it from here, go back and paste it over here. Select yes, and we are done. Next, select configure CLI, press down arrow to image generation, and toggle it by pressing space. Make sure it is checked. And similarly, if you want to generate video posts, you can enable video analysis as well. Then scroll down and select done. Now Hermes will use OpenAI API to create images. If you want to use any other service like Nano Banana 2 for creating images, you can just have a chat with Hermes over here and ask it to set it up for you. Now I need to set up Zernio MCP. You can open docs.zernio.com/mcp And then just copy this entire section from here under use Zernio in your AI client. Go back to Hermes and ask it to set up Zernio MCP as per these instructions. Paste all the instructions and let's also drop the API key. So in Zernio dashboard, you can go to API keys, click on create key, just give it a name like Hermes or something and click on create key. Just copy this key and just provide the API key over here. Then press enter and it has successfully set it up. Let's ask it a question to see if MCP is working fine and it's working as expected. And that's it. Our image model is ready, Zernio is connected, social accounts are linked, and now let's put it to work. Alright, so let's look at our first demo. I'm running an AI automation business and let's see what Hermes can do for my content this week. So I'm asking it to research the top 5 pain points business owners have with AI automation in 2026. And for each pain point, I wanted to create Instagram and Twitter posts with custom images. And I don't want it to publish the posts without my approval. Let's send it. All right, now it's complete. It took around 10 to 15 minutes. It found these 5 pain points and it has created all of these 5 post drafts. And these are the images it will use for those posts. We can always go back and ask it to refine these posts, but for the current demo, I think these are good enough. So I'll ask it to publish the posts for the pain point 1 and 2 on Instagram and Twitter and schedule the rest of the posts for next week. And it has published and scheduled the posts. I can see the post on Instagram. This is the description and this is the image. This is for pain point 2 and similarly we have one for pain point 1. And similarly, I can see the posts on Twitter. This is for pain point 2 and this one is for pain point 1. And we can see all the scheduled posts over here. Now, one of the most important and common use case is to send automatic replies and maybe reach out via DMs, and that's our demo 2. For Hermes to detect comments and DMs in real time, we need a webhook. Basically, it's a way for Zernio to notify Hermes when something happens on your social accounts. And it's really easy to set it up. I've created the script and you need to run it once inside your VPS terminal and it will take care of everything. You can find that script and steps on how to execute it in my free school community. Let's quickly set it up. First, we need to get into our VPS terminal. I'm using Hostinger VPS, so I can click on terminal and get into the VPS. Once I'm here, I need to create a new file called setup_zernio_webhook.sh. Let's copy this command, go back, paste, and run. Then go back and copy the entire contents of setup_zernio_webhook.sh. So just copy everything, go back, paste, then press Ctrl O, enter, and Ctrl X. And finally, we just need to execute this file. So let's copy this command, go back, paste, and run. The script will auto detect your container, it will back up your existing configs, and it will set up everything. And once it's complete, it will print the webhook URL and the signing secret that we need to use. Now the next step is to copy the webhook URL from here, go back to Zernio, click on create webhook, paste the URL over here, go back and copy the signing secret and paste it over here. Then scroll down to events and we want our Hermes agent to get triggered whenever there is a new comment or a new message on Instagram or WhatsApp. So I'll select message received and comment received. Let's create the webhook and it's successfully created. Now to test it, let's open Instagram post and just comment test on it. Just wait for a minute, refresh the page, and you should see a successful event being transmitted to Hermes agent. Now the script should work out of the box if you're running Hermes on a Hostinger VPS. But if you run into issues on a different setup, just give the script to ChatGPT or Claude along with error message and details about your setup, and it will help you to sort it out. Now Hermes needs to know about your business so that it knows how to engage on various platforms. I'm giving it this context document that covers what my agency does, how to talk on each platform, and how to handle different types of conversations. I'll copy this entire thing, go back to Telegram, and I'll start a new session and ask it to save this business context and use it to handle any future responses, DMs, etc. And then I'll paste it and send it. And it has saved them successfully. And finally, we need to create a skill which will tell Hermes exactly how to handle comments, when to reply publicly, when to send a DM, how to provide value, and escalate the issues to me. So I'm giving it this prompt. I'm asking it to create a new skill called Social Media Manager, and it contains a couple of rules on how it should handle various scenarios. Let's send it. And this is complete. Now Hermes should be able to respond back on the comments and send the DMs. So I have just commented on this post from my personal Instagram account, and we should see a reply from Hermes agent in just a few seconds. Let me refresh this, and it has replied back. At the same time, I have received a DM request. I've accepted that. Let me reply to that and open it over here, and it is successfully replying back to all my comments. And if I send follow up messages like I need to automate internal business operation, Hermes agent will read it and will respond back. And by the way, you're not seeing any reply for the last message because I have sent it from the account which is connected to Zernio and Hermes agent. And if I send a message from my personal profile, it responds back within just a few seconds and tries to qualify my requirements. So you can use Hermes agent to properly qualify your clients, your customers, make them schedule meetings, share documents, updates with them, etc. etc. And since I said I want to schedule a meeting, Hermes agent identified it as a warm lead and forwarded that information to me on Telegram. Now, one thing to keep in mind is each incoming message is a new session for Hermes. So it doesn't automatically know the conversation history. But you can simply ask Hermes to update the skill so that it fetches the last few messages from that chat using Zernio MCP before responding back, and it will have the full context. This is great, but what if your customers or clients are reaching out to you on WhatsApp and you want to automate that entire thing? And that leads us to our demo 3. So this is my WhatsApp business number, which is tied with WhatsApp Business API, and it's already connected with Zernio. So we don't need any additional setup. If I just start a conversation from my personal number, I should see a reply from Hermes agent in a couple of seconds. So it took around, I guess, 30 seconds. So if I send a follow up message from my personal number saying I want to automate marketing workflows, Hermes will read it and will possibly come up with more follow up questions. So it's asking what kind of marketing workflows am I looking to automate first. And if I ask it to schedule a meeting, it's assisting me with meeting setup, asking me about the time, etc. In fact, you can go to Zernio dashboard and open contacts under inbox and import all of your contacts from here. And then you can ask Hermes agent to create campaigns for you to broadcast messages across multiple users at once. But then analyzing the posts and then focusing more on stuff that really matters is another aspect. And that's where analytics and learning loop comes into the picture. This is where you can see how your posts are performing, what people are actually liking and talking about, and you don't need to analyze the stuff by yourself. You can have Hermes agent do it for you every day. Let me start a new session in Telegram. And we can ask it to pull the numbers from Zernio, compare against the running average, and tell what it learned about the content performance, what worked, and what did not. And here's the complete report. And this is really powerful because now you can ask it to create a skill for above analysis and create a cron job to run every morning at 9 a.m. and share the report with me. And now going forward, Hermes agent will do the entire analysis. It will find out what worked, what did not, and why. And it has created it. Next, you can ask it to use the learnings that it gets from all these analysis to create better content going ahead. Now, this becomes a self learning loop where the quality of your content keeps improving, and that too based on real market data. I hope you can see how powerful this entire setup can be. And pricing wise, you get 2 accounts for free per month. You can find all the resources, all the documents we have used in this video in my free school community. Let me know in the comments which demo did you like the most and what else would you like to automate with this kind of setup. If you found the video helpful, like genuinely helps, and don't forget to subscribe the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to learn how to automate your personal or business WhatsApp number using Hermes agent, don't forget to watch this video.